Hi everyone, welcome back to Daily Freddo. As you know, we Europeans have our share of problems. Each country is struggling with its own issues, be it illegal immigration, child indoctrination in schools, wars, and so on. We are messed up in many ways, I admit. But from time to time we look at the news coming from America and we truly can't believe it.
It's difficult.
And that's where the Shit That Wouldn't Fly Here series on my channel comes in. The most recent phenomenon that we found out about is that USA supermarkets lock up the products on shelves. I've read and watched many media reports, and the conclusion that we are being presented here in Europe is this: black people steal too much, so stores had to lock up products behind glass.
Why are they black? Like, what the f*** are they black?
Don't shoot the messenger. This is what we are being shown and told, and this is what I'm going to talk about today. Here is a short video explaining the situation.
California are robbing in a free-for-all frenzy because Prop 47 was passed in the United States, in states like California, where if someone robs any merchandise under $950, then it's not a felony anymore. Prior to Prop 47, theft of property valued at $950 or less was generally charged as a misdemeanor. Prop 47 raised this threshold from $450 to $950, which means that theft of property under $950 is now typically treated as a misdemeanor offense. One of the main intentions behind Prop 47 is to reduce overcrowding in prisons and jails by decreasing the number of individuals incarcerated for low-level offenses. Reclassifying certain offenses as misdemeanors, the law aimed to divert offenders from long prison sentences and provide more focus on rehabilitation. Some people argue this has become a free pass with no consequences for theft, and crime is at an all-time high.
So let me get this straight. Crime rates were so bad in America that the prisons were overcrowded. They literally had nowhere to put people who committed crimes. So the best solution was to claim that shoplifting is not a crime. If something costs less than $950 and you take it, it's not stealing, it's not a crime. It's just a slap on the wrist misdemeanor. So now not only you can't put criminals in jail because there is no space for them in there, you also give them a whole pass to commit more crimes, like shoplifting, and get away with it. It's so stupid. I'm refusing to believe it's true. Apparently, this crime also has a catchy name that I haven't heard before. Smash and grab. Smash and grab yours today.
No.
Anyway, here is another example for you. Why are they running? Till $950 you get a free pass. You can choose your item and walk out. That's why the government made the new law, so you can take your time, assess the situation with respect to the other thieves in the store, take turns, and let the paying customers go out of the store first, so no one trips over anyone. Anyway, some users said, perfect time for Christmas, I'm about to check out Facebook Marketplace. Another one, imagine paying hundreds of dollars for something and someone comes right behind you and steals the same thing. Not fair. And this one, that security guard literally just stood there. Yep, he did. If the government claims it's not a crime, why would he risk his life for a Chanel bag? Why would he try to confront a group of young, strong, determined criminals so they can be charged with misdemeanor? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't even make sense to have a security guard at this point. New York Post wrote, the shoplifting epidemic taking over America with a $100 billion annual price tag. The US is in midst of a widespread and seemingly intractable epidemic of organized shoplifting. The stories are everywhere. Walmart store closures in Portland and Chicago, an epidemic of drugstore thefts in New York, In Baltimore, a landmark grocery store shuts its doors after nearly 25 years in a community desperate for fresh food. Anyway, as a result of smash and grab, especially in supermarkets like Target and Walmart, products started to be locked up behind glass on the shelves. Have a look.
Target has placed entire categories of products behind locks to curb shoplifting.
I started to see everything locked behind counters, like normal things locked behind counters, like normal Panadol, which I thought was weird.
All items in the personal care section of San Francisco stores are now in special merchandise cases.
Everything is on lockdown, meaning you have to call someone, hey, can I see this shaver? Oh wait, hold on, hey, can you open so I can see this lotion?
Entire rows of locked up cases have already been spotted in San Francisco, as well as outside of Manhattan in Riverdale.
Someone said, I hated when Walmart did this. You couldn't get to anything because there was never an employee anywhere to help you. Another one, bro, government doesn't pay people enough to live after paying bills and get mad when they steal what they need. And this one says, why not implement shop by scanning barcodes? You scan all the items you need, pay and carry them from gathering point. Isn't USA a first world country? The answer says, it hasn't felt like one in the last 10 years. I'm really trying to feel bad for you guys over there, but then I come across stories like this one and it just seems that USA is trying to ruin itself on purpose. Have a look.
This influencer is in big trouble. Now, she goes by the name Meatball. And last week, she allegedly helped instigate some looting of some businesses in Philadelphia. How do we know Meatball was involved in this? Because she live streamed the whole thing. She recorded people looting Lululemon. She recorded them looting a liquor store.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat.
She even recorded them looting an Apple store.
Free apples. Free apples.
Which is funny, because the second they stole those phones, a message appeared on the screens telling them the device is being tracked and authorities have been alerted. So then they had to smash all the phones they just stole. But then, Meatball gets a little cocky.
Told the police they either lock me up tonight or it's gonna get lit.
Now, allegedly, the footage she was filming was so insane, she had over 10,000 people watching her live. But you want to know who else was watching her live? Philadelphia police.
There was a cop watching the live stream.
And they go after her. And eventually they catch up to her.
Yo, what are y'all doing? We don't got nothing to do with this.
And of course, here she is getting arrested. And here's her mugshot. But then she gets out on bail. Almost immediately, she gets on live stream and starts talking again.
All that needs to be expunged off my record, bro. Like, what? I am an innocent person, bro.
And now her story's everywhere. And so the local news wants to interview her. And her mom, she knows what's up. And she is not having it.
Our attempts to speak with her were cut short by her mom. Blackwell's mom did not want her speaking with reporters.
Mom, stop beeping the horn. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm guessing mom knows. Maybe it's time for Meatball to stay silent for a while. Now, did Meatball learn anything from all this? Well, she says she regrets it.
I regret.
But she also made her mugshot into her Instagram profile pic. And she's selling it on t-shirts, so she must not feel that bad.
Meatball instigating looting of shops on a live stream is called an influencer. These are people that are influencing you guys over there. These are the types of people you make influential and famous. Buying t-shirts with their mugshots, for God's sake. No wonder South Park has been going strong for 23 years. USA and Canada are a constant source of material.
Who shot up the school? Was it you?
No.
Did you get shot?
No.
Oh, well, what's this about failing a math quiz?
So just to do a quick summary here. There are many poor areas in America where mostly minorities live, and that's a way of calling non-white people apparently, where shops have a massive shoplifting or smash and grab problem. Because of this problem, supermarkets locked up items on the shelves, which pissed off paying customers who stopped shopping there, resulting in many businesses closing, people losing jobs, and depriving areas of easy access to those store chains. Have a look at this video.
Police say 8 businesses were targeted overnight, including a beauty supply store. The owner, who is from Haiti, just opened the store 6 months ago. And she tells CBS Philadelphia thousands of dollars of wigs and other merchandise were stolen.
So, black woman, starting her own business, trying to get ahead, working. Is it the white man going in there, destroying her business and stealing thousands of dollars worth of things from her? Highly unlikely. It's black people, hurting their own, stealing from their own, yet claiming that the system is the one doing all the damage. No. People coming, oh, black people can never get ahead in America. They always, while we're actively stealing and destroying each other's things. Then we complain about, well, we don't have any black-owned businesses. We don't have any black-owned beauty supply stores. It's all the Asian people, yada, yada, yada. Now look, breaking in and stealing and hurting our own people who are out there trying to start businesses. If y'all want to be up in arms and outraged about us not having opportunities, when some of us do start doing well and building opportunities and creating opportunities from others, and then black people break in, steal, loot, and rob, you need to be just as outraged about us destroying our own stuff as you are about the white man apparently holding us down. But the level of outrage between the two is not the same, and it's not even close. And it should be. It's stupid. We want to complain about everything else while actively destroying what we're building. Make it make sense.
Doesn't make sense. And comments agree. It's so extremely sad that this is where we are in America in general. Another one, it's never going to change, it's getting worse every day until they're held accountable, then it's a waste of time trying to get them to listen. And this comment, this will only end until society finally pays trillions in cash reparations. Okay, I'm not even going to go close to the topic of reparations because I find it so annoying when people use stuff like that to excuse why they failed in life. Everyone has been through hardships, so many cultures and nations were affected by wars, holocaust, genocide, and they move on and rebuild as individuals and as a community. Dwelling on the past so you can be a victim of something today just to have an excuse for not progressing in life shouldn't be acceptable at all. Today we hear women have it harder, black people have it harder, trans people have it harder, gay people have it harder. Everyone wants to belong to the victim club. If everyone is a victim, no one is a victim. Yeah, I said I'm not going to touch this topic and here I am going off about it, so I'm sorry. Going back to the main subject of the video. Many people argue that it's inflation, horrible economic situation, people forced to live in poverty that are to blame for the shoplifting problem. But here is what CNN Business wrote about it. A community might be struggling with heavy job losses and people can't easily find another job. Now they can't afford basic necessities, said Reed Hayes, criminologist at the University of Florida and director of the Loss Prevention Research Council, which has members including retailers such as Walmart, Target, Home Depot, and Gap. He described two types of store theft plaguing retailers currently. There is a trend of people who may have never stolen before. They are unsophisticated in how they steal. They're taking necessities like bread and meat. We are seeing some of that. The bigger bucket, however, is crime of opportunity. This is organized retail crime. It's an opportunistic crew stealing specific items from a specific place or one item from many places to resell them. The stolen goods are most often sold online or to neighborhood mom and pop shops or at street fairs, for example. Have you guys ever been to Singapore? I had a chance to go and it's literally one of my favorite places in the whole world. It's so clean, we actively looked for trash on the ground, in the city, on the street, and couldn't find any. There aren't any dark alleys that smell like pee. Even chewing a gum is illegal there, because it's not easily recyclable. There has been an experiment done there. You gotta see this video.
This country has one of the lowest crime rates in the world, so today I'm leaving my laptop at a random Starbucks for 1 hour, not telling anyone to watch it, and then I'm gonna go somewhere to have lunch.
Singapore has pretty much learned how to eliminate crime.
Singapore had 250 days in a row without common types of crime.
That means nobody got their phone stolen for more than 8 months in the whole country. Now that I got my drink, I'm gonna go get lunch.
After leaving my laptop at the Starbucks, I go to a mall nearby and walk around to try and find lunch. There are 3 reasons for such crazy low crime rates. Number 1, honesty and fairness is a big part of the culture here. Number 2, basic needs are met. People don't feel like they need to resort to crime. Its economy and government programs make it so most people here live pretty well. You will never see a homeless person. Number 3 is surveillance. There are cameras everywhere that protect against crime. Consequences of stealing are crazy high. It's now 1:15 and I walk into the Starbucks. Sure enough, it's still there.
What the video doesn't mention as well is that any crime is highly punishable. A person found guilty of robbery will be sentenced to a jail term of 2 to 10 years, along with caning of at least 6 strokes under section 392 of the Penal Code. Caning, guys. If the robbery had been committed between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m., like robbery by night, the offender will be sentenced to a jail term of 3 to 14 years, along with caning of at least 12 strokes. And then there is a question, can you be charged and sentenced even if your robbery attempt failed? Yes, as you can be charged with attempt robbery. A person found guilty of attempting to commit robbery will be sentenced to a jail term of 2 to 7 years, along with caning of at least 6 strokes. And if you still wonder about what I said about the chewing gum, the Singaporean government imposed heavy fines on those caught selling chewing gum. The fines ranged from $10,000 to $100,000. The offenders could also face up to 2 years of imprisonment. People caught with chewing gum were fined $500 to $1,000 on the first offense and $2,000 on subsequent offenses. They don't play around, guys. But as you see, punishing crimes is a huge factor in controlling it. If there is a severe punishment for something, chances are that less people will attempt to do it. I really wish more countries, including European countries of course, studied how things are done over there. Is it perfect? Probably not. You won't find a place in the world that's perfect, but when we're talking strictly about crime rate and covering basic needs of a nation, there is something to learn from Singapore. In our times though, a simple explanation isn't enough anymore. The whole world became suspicious over the past few years, so now that the products are being locked up on the shelves, there are people that question the real reasons of it, claiming that theft is just an excuse. Have a look.
Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. But I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now.
Well, so what she claims is that the cheaper products are locked up and the more expensive ones are normally accessible. I don't know if that's true, I'm not there to check it out myself, so let me know, guys. But look, you could wonder, what do I care what happens in America, right? America, guys, supposedly land of the free, but also locking up products in supermarkets. Thieves roaming like it's a side quest on GTA. Victimhood used as the most popular marketing strategy. Well, as history shows in many cases, whatever happens over there makes its way to Europe. So yeah, we feel like it's our problem too. But as usual, I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments. And if you liked this episode, make sure to like and share it. And of course, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications to never miss another Daily Freddo episode. That's all for today. Have a good one.
It's stupid. We want to complain about everything else while actively destroying what we're building.